Hi, everyone. We are now back in England. But the thing is, it's my journey. My journey took me from here by car. I drove it to London. 4.5 hours of driving. I stopped on the what do you call those restaurants? But the thing is, me at my age to drive all the way, I felt great. We parked our car in a friend's house and he took us to Heathrow Terminal 4, where a wheelchair was waiting for me. It was better than Manchester Airport. We flew from there, got to Nairobi, picked our suitcase up, went to Mombasa domestic flight, and gave the suitcase there. All was done by the wheelchair assistant. From there we took off and we arrived in Mombasa very early in the morning. People say that we don't need visa, but we do. They were asking for visa as soon as I landed at Nairobi immigration. But after reaching Mombasa, that same day, we went to the flat. I had to climb up about 20 steps. And the flat was fantastic. And it had 2 bedrooms, but we only used one with the AC on. The fan wasn't working. But then that day, it was fine, nice day and all that. I couldn't go out that day. But my friends came to see me there. And then our journey started. The next day, we were invited, my wife and I were invited to go for a lunch in Nyali, where one of my best friends were living. And we had a tremendous time there. It was a fantastic meal. I've never had such a meal in my life, I think. And she cooked everything. She made so many things. And we ate to our delight. That was our lunch that day. In the 10 days, we had 3 lunches. And the second one was at the Goan Club, where we had the lunch there. I've taken out some videos and put it on to the YouTube. But remember, there are so many thieves in Mombasa. So I had to be discreet and keep the camera somehow hidden sometimes so that people doesn't come and snatch my mobile from me. Even though all of them had mobile phones. Most of them had cars. Every individual had 1 or 2 cars in their house, but they didn't have any parking in front of their house. That was another thing. But the streets were all congested with cars and auto rickshaw they call tiku-tiku. And the other thing is Tatu, which is like a van, Volkswagen Kombi van, the long one. And that is packed with people. I don't know where they're going. Somebody asked me. I said, Maimatayari, there are 4 soldiers of the Second World War, the fallen soldiers, they call it. the statue of them. And somebody asked me, what is it Mayamba Tayari that mango is ready? Tayari means ready. Mayambe is Mayambe. it's mango, but it's the name of the place. And he must have forgotten, my poor brother. Anyway, it's a tremendous way to enjoy life there. I went to the orphanage and gave them a big cake and so many drinks, sodas and Coca-Colas, Pepsi, like drinks. And they were happy, very happy. But unfortunately, I couldn't meet the girl I sponsored. That's fine. I gave the clothes which I took from here for the girl, but if she got it or not, I have no idea. Perhaps she has. And some sweets. Haribo. It seems they like Haribo because it is a bit sour and sweet. But that was great. At the moment, it seems Mombasa is flooded. Everywhere I have been, I can see just water rushing here and there on the roads. Lucky for me, I escaped from that. Another thing I want to talk is about when we get a car nowadays, they don't have spare wheels. So I was suggesting to have a steel plate. I had the idea drawn up, but it seems the tire companies don't want to develop such an idea because they will lose money if we don't buy tires. But when the tires are worn out, it can be bought again. But that's not the thing. When you get a puncture, what do you do in the middle of the street? You have to drive with that tire and go to a tire place where they will change the tire. It's a money-making gimmick, and I don't like it one bit. Well, the thing is, this is our life now. We are old and we can't change a tire. So what do? We drive that stupid punctured tire until it gets really worn out to the nearest tire people, and they change the tire and cost us hundreds of pounds for one tire. It's not fair. It's not fair in our life. But whom are we to complain to? The government? The government will wash their eyes out. They don't want to know. They want you to spend. People like me, I'm a pensioner. Where do I get the money from? And they expect me to be rolling in it. How can I roll in it? The only money I can do is save from the pension I get and then go for this kind of holidays, either to Mombasa or to India or wherever. But Mombasa, the trip was tremendous for me because it was nostalgic memories. But the thing is, it was very disappointing when most of the buildings are gone from there. Like the Blue Room, they made it as if it's just the name, but the building has to be there. They demolished the building and made it a car park. Like that, so many buildings are removed. Cinemas are a word in the past, and that's disappeared as well. No cinemas anywhere. Police station is there, of course. Then the government buildings and the municipality building, which is shrunk, and the garden in front. everything has to be garden. The Lighthouse Drive used to be a fantastic drive once upon a time. Now there's all car parking space, and there are camels rides and horse ride and small cars with electric battery for children to drive along. These are the future they have seen in life. But I don't find that as future. I find that the place has been changed to unrecognizable moments. I couldn't recognize some streets which I used to play around. I used to roam around those streets which I can't recognize anymore. The one thing I'll have to inform you, Mombasa is an island. It's a 5-mile radius island. It is connected by the bridge from Buxton to the Nyali. And the causeway is connected from Mombasa to Changamwe, where our flights are taking place in Portrees. And the other one is the ferry from, there's 3 connections from Mombasa to Likoni. And that's the only connection to the mainlands. When it crosses to Likoni, we can go to Tanzania or Uganda. No, Uganda you can't go. We can go to Tanzania. That's it. Dar es Salaam and places like that. Tanga. But crossing the causeway, you can go to Nairobi, which is 300 miles away by driving. I have driven so many times. And you can also reach Uganda from there. Murchison Falls and Victoria Falls and everywhere. That is the life in Mombasa. But poverty in Mombasa is tremendous. Everyone is really, they have no means of life unless they work. And the kind of illness that has brought into the country is too much. There's so much I can do to help, but the means of helping people, I have done all what I could. I can't go anymore. When I landed back, through the drive to Portrees, Moi Airport, every streets are named after the government, some people, some idiots and things like that. The old streets are changed. The names are changed. So how do you get along that side? Then there is the buildings. They're all 6 stories and 7 stories, 11-story buildings have come up in a small island like Mombasa. So you can imagine what kind of life it would be in a small place like Mombasa. But they say it's connected with the mainland, so everyone can spread out. But that's not the point. The point is our memory has been taken away from us by this future of the land. Mombasa should have been the same as I left 57 years ago. But it's not the same. Modern life has to come up, and it changed all that. We have tremendous time in Mombasa. That I must agree. Because if you have some money, then you can have tremendous time. But what about the poor people who are living there? They don't have the means of enjoying life. Only the tourist can enjoy life. I've been to Reef Hotel, which is beautiful. That's the best hotel I think the whole of Mombasa have. And it's near the beach. I couldn't go to the beach because my walking skill is gone. I have to have somebody holding me if I have to walk. Otherwise, I feel I'm going to fall. And when you tell that to your family, they don't understand. They don't seems to understand. They think, oh, you're only feeling it that way. Anyway, nothing bad to be said about my family. They are the greatest, as I know. So cheers, folks. I hope you listen to my stupid stories if you think it is stupid. But please subscribe for me. Make the subscription go up. I have 286 viewers, 350 viewers and all that. But not all the time, not consistent. They come, they flip over and go off. But I would like it to be 1,000 viewers every time I put a video on. Thanks and bye.